So here's the thing, in the winter, this, even in the fall, oh my gosh, this is a great recipe. So I love pot pie, like it's like, ooh, but I don't eat chicken anymore. It's not against the law in my life, I just don't care. So what I like to make is what I invented, maybe it's out there, I don't know. In my own life, I call it my pot pie soup. So this is what I do. I take the cream and mushroom soup. If you know how to make it on your own, go for it, but I just buy it. Today I'm taking 5 cans and I'm gonna put it in a pot, and I'll show you what to do next. You're gonna love this. If you like pot pie, oh man. And there is one secret ingredient. Okay, so I took some butter, as much as you like. Okay, so there are no certain measurements. I used to have a show called Instinct Cooking or My Cooking Stinks. So I took a nice chunk of butter and I put a little olive oil in there. You just gotta kind of go about how you think it should be. This is one of those recipes, okay? Kind of like how my grandmother would do it, right? You ask an Italian woman to give you the recipe, they're like, huh? What are you talking about? All right, now I'm gonna throw in some onions, and then in a little while I'm gonna throw in garlic. You don't wanna keep garlic in there too long because it'll burn, and we don't want that. Before I put the garlic in, I'm gonna put some vegetables in there. I'm gonna lower the heat, and I don't want these totally burnt, right? So a little brown is cool. So I moved this to the back of the stove top because I felt like I was breaking, hello. I didn't want to overcook the onions, so I let that sit over there in the back, and now I got we want to coat it with the oil. Now they're coated. I put the carrots and the celery. This is fresh. So you might want to use canned vegetables if you want to hurry up and do it. I find that I like the vegetables to have a little bit of crunch to it, and the canned ones don't have that. But for the peas, right now I'm going to use frozen. And the green beans are going to be out of a can because those are soft anyway. I mean, I guess not if you use I'm going to use the canned green beans. All right, so I'm going to do this, and then I'll put the garlic in, and then the cream and mushroom soup. I'm going to chop the leaves of the celery also. We're not really looking for tenderness because it's going to do that in the soup, but just to get that flavor kind of married together, even though it will do it in the soup as well. All right, now the garlic. Okay, so I put 5 cans of the mushroom soup. Now we're just mix, right? You can thin it out. Some of them, they might say, add milk water to it, excuse me. You could add cream, you could add milk, whatever you want. You can leave it like this, whatever you want to do. Me, I'll probably add some almond milk because that's what I use in general. So, you see? And then a lot of butter, you see? And then it's all up to you what kind of flavors you want. So you can't ask me what I do, because maybe I like less butter, maybe I like more. Now I'm going to put the green beans in. Okay. That's what I like. All right, I sprinkled some frozen peas. You can do what you want. You see what I mean? I'm going to put more butter. All right, to give you a visual, and I put some in there earlier. Let me get my milk. Me, I don't want it super thin, so we'll just add a little bit there. Okay. You're getting the hang of it, everybody? And then maybe when I'm done with this, maybe I want it even thinner, so we'll see how it goes. And then I'll show you my secret weapon. All right, one of the secret weapons, not the main one, is black pepper. So we want a lot of it. At least I do. Maybe you don't wanna. And that's the beauty of it. The Dollar Tree sells black pepper. All right, see? Then I probably will add just a tiny bit of salt. I don't really care because it's probably a lot of salt in the soup. Just a little bit. Now, you ready for the secret weapon, everybody? I can make sure no one's looking. Hold on. All right. Shh, don't tell anybody. Okay. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Ground cloves. All right. This is very, very strong, so you don't need a whole lot. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe, honey. Because this, ooh, you can smell that already. Now, see, I can tell that I'm going to want more liquid. You could put water. All right. Whatever you like. Oh, yeah. And because I don't want to use all my almond milk, I probably will put water in it later too. All right, and then we'll cover this up, and then I'll show you what else we are going to add to this deliciousness. Not to the pot, but you'll see what I'm talking about. You can put mushrooms in there. I mean, there are mushrooms in there already, but, you know, whole ones. All right, the cover on top. Okay. So now I think we wait. You know what I forgot? Like, hello, potatoes. You can use sweet potatoes. I just want to stick with the traditional pot pie. Right, there's potatoes in there. I didn't want to go crazy and make them smaller. I just made them thinner. All right, that's just half a potato too. I don't even know. It would be better if it was smaller. I will tell you that. I was gonna do 2, but I'm just gonna do 1 whole one. All right. So now that's why you gotta let it sit, right? Anything hard and anything that's hard has to get soft. And for this delicious soup, you could just take these crusts, right? Roll it out into a baking sheet, both of them. Try to stretch them out a little bit. And then you put them in the oven, cook them just flat. Okay, and when that's done, you take them out of the oven and then you break them up. Okay, and then you'll put them on top of the soup when they're in your bowl. Or if you have those ramekin kind of, I don't have one available to me right now. Ramekin, is that right? I'm thinking I'm being clever remembering, but maybe I'm not. Okay, so you know the little white mugs you could put in the oven? You can put the soup in that, and then you can cover it up with the crust, not cooked, and put it in there. However, I just like breaking the crust up into the bowl. That's just as wonderful. All right, so what I have decided to do is that when I'm done cooking something, or maybe the next day, if it's still in the refrigerator for a couple of days, put it out on the table. I notice that, so salmon, I put all the fixings out, the mayo, the dill. This is the fettuccine Alfredo. It's really spaghetti Alfredo. Excuse me. So I noticed that if I put it out and just keep taking it out and leaving it, people are more prone to eating it this way. It just is. So looky, Sarah's doing it all by herself. She's never done it by herself before. And it's been super hard to, you know, to get it all together and stay that way. So she's working on that right now, which is really funny. Okay, so now we have some Christmas music on, and we have to think about that because it's almost here. So, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow, when we finally kiss goodnight. How I hate going out in the storm, but if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. Now your turn. Fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Woo! Ready? And you want to the sunshine on this friendly day. The holidays, you can't beat home sweet home. I met a man who lives in Alabama, and he was making those pies. We're talking about Richie. He's always making pies. Pecan pie. He likes making pecan pie. Bands and traveling. Sorry about the glare on the back. Funny show. Come on. Atlantic to Pacific, gee, the traffic is terrific. Oh, there's no place like home for the holidays. I gotta start cooking this thing now. Check it out. All right, we're gonna stick this in the oven because I think that soup, don't mind that pan, it had fish on it. See? You want the sunshine? I was thinking about these Christmas songs and how like, oh, I forget what song it was, but they were talking about, you know, being home for the holidays and you know, if faith, you know, wants us together, we'll all be together for Christmas. And I was just thinking like all the people that we have loved that have died. And it's like, you know, when I hear that, I don't think of we're all going to be home for the holidays now. I think of in heaven when we're all together, like forever, right? There's no place like home for the holidays. And it's true. There's 2 of these in that box. So I'm going to roll it out. I let it sit out for a while so it doesn't break when I open it up. All right, so I just put it here. And you can put it on anything. I didn't spray it. Hopefully it doesn't stick. I don't think it would. All right, I found that thing. Is that the ramekin? Am I saying this right? All right, so I don't know if the potatoes are done yet. But we're going to find out right now. How's that? All right. Oh, it's dripping. I don't want it dripping everywhere. All right, come on, Lisa. Woo! Don't mind my dirty stove. It's life right now in the big city. Okay. Well, let's see. That's not a potato. Ready? Oh my gosh. That was so good. You know what? I haven't put you in the cabinet in a long time. It kind of reminds me of how my father used to put me in the corner like all the time. I must have been a terrible child because I lived in the corner. I want to turn that down. Okay. This is amazing. Oh my gosh, it's like... It's not even normal. Wait till that other thing is done. I'll wait for that. So I'm going to shut this off. And it is awesome. That deserves a dance. Woo! That's some good soup, dude. Okay. I'm going to unplug this because I don't want to hear music anymore. That is amazing. Now, what you do is you're going to crush this pie crust on top. You could have big chunks and just, you know, stab it as it's going in. And oh, yeah, any way you like it. You are the creator. You are rocking it. You are rolling it all over the place. Nice. You like that, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah? Tell me what you think. What? Tell me what you think. What are you eating? You didn't give me one of those. Is that why it's missing? Wow, huh? We're one way around here. Yeah, but there's no frosting on it. No, that's the whole best part. You didn't even make the thing.
I was trying.
What happened over here? All right, you're not going to believe what she just said. I said, how would you rate it? You know, 1 to 10. 10 being the best. And she said 8. And I said, why? And you know what she said? I'm going to let you guess. Well, do you remember when I was cooking and I said it would be better if I made what? What did you say what the problem was? No. Oh, the green beans? She said the vegetables are too big. Remember I was cooking the potatoes and I said they could be smaller? Is it the potato that bothers you? Just the green bean? Well, because they came out of the can already big like that. I'm not going to sit there and chop them all up. It's good. It's a pot pie, dude. All right, as I make a mess. So there's the soup in there, right? Don't mind all my fish stuff over there. So you're just going to break this up into any way you want. So just lay it on top and then you smash it in. Oh, are we having a good time, ladies and gentlemen? Are we having a good time? See?